Well, we finished our series on the budget rifles. And you have to remember, I kind of made that not so much as a review, but like as a buyer's guide. Somebody wants to go out and spend less than $350 for a rifle and a scope and go hunting with it, and this individual is really not going to be deep in the guns, is not going to be into reloading, and is not going to be, like a lot of the YouTube people, an expert in any way, shape, or form. It's just going to be a type of person who is casually interested in hunting and just going and getting a gun and shooting it. And after I went through it, it just really did. If you know nothing about firearms or have a very limited knowledge of them and you just want a simple bolt-action rifle to take out and shoot off the shelf with a scope with basic ammunition, the Mossberg come out on top for that. Okay. Now, a lot of people were upset that I put the Remington 783 in third place. Even though the Remington 783 is the smoothest bolt action, that and the Mossberg are tied. There's a few things about it that I've changed. Now, you can go after 2018 and get the 783 in the 6.5 Creedmoor, which is one thing the earlier ones weren't chambered in that. And I believe you can get a walnut stock on them now also, which, it's looking at the things people didn't like. And that was, they wanted the 6.5 caliber, which is becoming popular. They wanted a wooden stock, which makes it nicer. Now you can get one from Boyd's, but when you add the Boyd stock to that budget gun, it about comes out to what you pay to go to the store and buy retail, so there's no savings. It's just that if you want a wooden stock, you put it on. The compass is probably, like I said, the stock fit me good. It has a threaded muzzle. I really don't know in terms of accuracy. That's what we're going to go on with next with this. I'm going to keep the guns, most of them. I may sell the 770 if I get a chance, or I may do something with it. So what I'm going to do now is now we're going to get out of just the overall off-the-shelf phase, and now we're going to start to either make changes to the stock or add on features, or which most of it would be restocking it or changing the bolt handle type of thing. About the only things you can really do to a few different models of those guns. Some you can, some you can't. But I'm going to do some videos where I make changes or upgrades to them to make them, again, it's personal. It's personally, I feel this little upgrade would be better. A lot of people, the way the thing is fine. They don't need it on. But, my own thing of fooling around, seeing what I like. And then I want to do a run between 783 and our 5R rifling on the compass, because I believe Ruger All-Americans, their budget guns, which are a little bit over, they're more closer to a $400 item with the scope. Rugers are a little more expensive, but I think the Ruger All-American uses the 5R rifling also. I thought I seen that in an advertisement. So it would be, I'd like to see if there is a difference between the two guns, with the rifling. So we're going to reload for that. We're not going to do off the shelf. I'm going to reload, get a load that's in one, and then run the two rifles side by side and compare the accuracy that way. So I'm going to make some more videos, little updates or upgrades. If I found something I stated in an earlier video was incorrect or wrong or something that I didn't quite understand because I was kind of rushed through it, I'll make correcting videos as we go, just like a little update. So just follow along on the channel, and that's where we'll go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to do a video on some stock guns that I had. I called it the Wild Card, the Sporterized KR98, a couple other hunting rifles I have, just like as a control, just to see what they did compared to these scope guns. One, I think I'll do 3 guns. One has a scope, the other 2 have open sights, and just show you what I got in my little shooting thing there. But that, and like I said, as I go along, if I find something or think about doing something to modify the guns, I'll cover that. But, you know, I will, and then we'll get into reloading for them also, because that's another thing. Not everyone reloads, okay? Any one of those rifles, if you take the time to go and experiment with different powders, different bullets, you can find a load that'll really show the gun's accuracy or make it an accurate gun, because you're tailor-making a cartridge to the rifle. And I'll try to do that and show you my results, you know, as we go on. And I may throw a different stock on 1 or 2 of them and keep them, you know. The Boyd's AT-1, it's totally adjustable, it'll be a nice gun to have, because if you get an accurate load in it and you got a totally adjustable stock, you can loan the gun to somebody or borrow it to like a teenager that needs a little bit shorter length of pole. If you take some younger people out hunting with you, you can loan them a gun to go hunt with. Plus the thing is, it's like the missus, you know, the wife probably has to have a little bit shorter length of pole, and she has her way of getting behind it, and it'd be easier with an adjustable stock. Then you got a gun that's pretty versatile that you and, you know, friends, family can use the gun and get it suited. The only thing is, those stocks cost about $200, and there's been some comments, if you go through YouTube and look at it, there's a lot of people that have videos about Boyd stocks and restocking the guns, and one guy's used them quite a bit, and then he has his pros and cons and complaints. So a lot of information out there if you look for it. So that's something I'm telling. So I don't want to bore you. I'm going to go on to the next video, and just stay tuned, and I'm going to do some more work with those different guns in a different way.